I'll just pull someone that I recognize from Delta Echo or Foxtrot. Yeah, is anyone from, like, a DPS from Delta Echo or Foxtrot interested in coming over to Alpha Bravo Charlie? Oh yeah, also welcome to the instance. So yeah, that opening cutscene is pretty cool. It just shows you some of the new Savage exclusive areas. Alright, so we're going Boodles to Slimes, Millie to Golems. Yeah, okay, so yeah, other thing you need to know right here at the box, this is the only place that we have to confirm our lost finds. So please do not jump on the glowing jump pads. Those are a one-way trip, and you want to be fully prepared before you drop down. So, yeah, now is the time to apply your essence, apply your re-raiser, and fill back up your to 99 out of 99. Full actions, full holster. Yeah, also in chat, I need someone to bring Lost Perception for Golem side, and potentially someone to bring Lost Incense as well for Golem side. So that's something, just let me know. Someone from parties Delta Echo or Foxtrot. Also, I need to put up the actual waymarks, so... there we go. Yeah, when your holster is full, when you've got your actions and essence ready, that's when you can join your party on the letter waymark. Oh wait, actually we have 4 tanks. Okay, then never mind. I'll just, I don't have to sandbag my holster. Wait, yes I do. Because I'm sweep 2. Great, we got a Perceptor, or actually is Razzie tanking? Yeah, so ideally it would be not a tank. It's sort of difficult to tank and Percept Golem. So if there's someone else who can Percept, otherwise Razzie can do it.
Greedy, I swap off tank. Do you have another 3 tanks in B and C?
Oh, okay, never
yes.
mind.
Okay, no, never mind. I see 2 in B and 1 in C.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna bring my incense. I need Percept later, and then I need 2 mimics. Excellent. 4 HSAC. Okay, yeah, that's all I can fit. No double HSAC for me. Great. Do we need Banish? I mean, we don't have someone bringing Banish right now. It's not gonna affect the run at all, really. Alright. I see Kuro in chat first says, I have it. No one else needs to bring Banish. Sure, I'll let people know how to use Mimic. Mainly at like TA and Queen. If you're doing the beginner Mimic loadouts, then it's just 2 Mimics, so you'll use those on the final 2 bosses. So we got a Golem's Percept. Yeah, and also, I think we may only have 3 tanks, whatever, on Golems. Oh, sweet. 47 Pures, 1 Gambler. Exactly what I was expecting. We might have had some tanks no-show. Or not. Okay. Alright, cache is clear, so you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and run ready checks. Click on your Lost Finds holster and make sure it has everything in it. Quick mouse over party actions and remind people about re-raiser. And then say in shout chat when your alliance is ready, or yell chat. Oh, and also Yeah, okay, right. And it'll be, yeah, Boodles will be going to Slime side. Yeah, we still need someone to save their Percepting Gold. So, actually, I'll post that as well. Alright, so this is anyone on any non-tank on Delta, Echo, or Foxtrot to start in Lost Perception to reveal some traps. You may also want someone to bring Lost Incense, as I think there are not 4 tanks. Okay, Millie will Incense. I still need a Golem's Percept, so if anyone Delta, Echo, or Foxtrot, you can use Lost Perception. Okay, that's a good excuse not to use it. All right, Kaliska, can you actually Percept for us? Can you start in Mimic Percept, and then there's someone else Percepting. Frost, you can. Okay, that works. In that case, you don't need to actually... healers don't really need the Mimic. You can just... I guess you can keep full cure if that's what your party wants already. I mean, you can do both Percept and Interrupt. Alright, never mind. Kaliska is Percepting. Kaliska's starting in Percept. Golem's Percept is handled. Great. Very good. Okay, who's Percepting on... Oh, right, we have the Duelists on... Okay, never mind. I don't have to actually grease my holster like this. What am I doing? Actually, no, I still have to grief my holster because I'm bringing a Percept later. Fine. Scringe. Bravo, Bravo, Echo, Delta, Alpha ready. Waiting for Charlie and Foxtrot ready. Please let me know in chat when those parties have confirmed they got everything they need. Checking on Pure, I thought we had 47. Alright. Yeah, you can call them out by name, just who's missing Pure. Yeah, let me know who this player is. And then... Okay, never mind. F ready, Foxtrot ready, Charlie ready. Alright, so, okay, so, yeah, DRS is part of, like, required preparation for DRS, so we'll just go through. And, you know, if you're dead after the end of the fight, then, pretty much just gonna leave you to rot out of the instance, but you're welcome to come back on a future run when you have the required materials to participate. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're not going to re-instance or anything. So I think we're as ready as we're going to get. Alpha Bravo Charlie, please hop on down to the west side jump pad. Delta Echo Foxtrot to the right-hand side jump pad. And also, yeah, Boodles and Millie are swapping. Once you jump down to Golem side, the east jump pad, please also change voice channel. So, yeah, one voice channel below us, Golem voice chat. It's actually not the Golem Gulag gang, it's just Golem. But that's great. So, that's should be like 24 of you total. Be receiving directions from Millie Trump. Great. Okay, so actually, do we have a 4th tank? please stand on the 1 marker. Oh yeah, we have... Okay, never mind. Zek, southwest, Azrael... Azrael southeast. Thera northeast. Okay. Yeah, this works. If we have a 4th healer, extra healer can come to 1. And additionally, gonna get a couple DPS. I don't know, Chow probably can take north or something. We also need a south hallway tank.
Alright.
Can our remaining DPS please split up between the 4 numbered waymark? So these are going to be our room assignments for Slime Side. Yeah, so right. The goal of Slime Side is to merge viscous clots onto the green glowing pads. Basically, the idea is that once you merge, like, 6 slimes together onto a pad, it's big enough, it starts to rupture, and then it's going to die on the pad and light up the pads. But out of difficulty, that all 4 pads need to light up at the same time. In order to do this, we're going to be, coordinating the merging of the viscous clots. So this will be tanks and healers. Oh, we do have a 4th tank. Okay, Soul Shock. I'll just have Soul Shock to handle that. Great. Yeah. So right, viscous clots. Green slimes, they fall 3 at a time from the center hallway, and we're gonna build them up by aggroing them. So tanks and healers are gonna be the ones responsible for pulling slimes from the hallway. Yeah, so we just have 1 healer per room. Yeah. Healers, you'll just basically grab 1 slime at a time from the hallway by casting your glare or whatever, just the basic spell. Let the slime follow you back to your room, to the entrance to your room, where the tank in the room with stance on will toss a range attack and pull it onto the green glowing pad. So you want each additional slime that you pull to just be centered on the pad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The party doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can heal out of party or you can set up focus target. Yeah. Right. So yeah, the main mechanic of slimes is they try to merge. Right. When 2 slimes are aggroed and close together, they'll begin to cast fusion, and when that completes, they grow larger and gain some stats. The way this is quantified is by a buff you can check called HP boost on the bar of the slime. So HP boost also has a number. The first slime that gets merged, so total 2 slimes, it goes up to HP boost plus 1. It's going to keep on counting up for each additional slime that is merged until it reaches HP boost plus 4. So plus 4 is the critical point, because the next slime that you merge will cause it to cast rupture in place. It'll long cast. It's just completely stationary. It'll start blowing up right on the spot. So the idea is that all 4 rooms are going to indicate they are ready to merge the final slime by making a call in Yell Chat, like Northwest 4+1. That will indicate that they're ready to make the final merge and complete the encounter. Once all rooms are ready, I'll say, tanks, target your final slime, and provoke, merge, merge, merge. Yeah, in order to do the final merge, yeah, you have your big slime centered on the pad, and you're standing on the edge of your green glowing pad opposite your healer. You let this slime, you drag the slime basically through the pad, so they're both stacked up on the center of the pad, begin fusing directly on the pad. And so, yeah, rupturing plus 5 slime on the pad, that's gonna die on its own. So if everything goes right and we coordinate the final merge at the correct time, we will have successful fusion and everyone will book it out of the arena to the northeast corner, the north bridge, to outrange the explosion, the blast radius from the slime. Yeah. So that is the responsibility of tank and healers. If you have questions, please ask. Yeah, if you're not sure what your role. Yes.
Really quick, the guide that I watched showed tanks pulling the slime. So this strategy is the healers pull the slimes and the tanks pull the aggro off the healers.
Yeah. So it's alternate strategy, but both work. Yeah, healers, right.
So
I mean, I don't know if it's safer. I mean, both work. It's just, it's less movement from the tanks.
Yeah, I think it's safer too, right? I mean, yeah, sounds safer.
Yeah, I mean, I've done both, so this is just the way I've always done it on Ether if I have 24 people. Oh, so how do you know which slime to grab? So there's viscous clots. They're all, identical. They drop 3 at a time at minimum size in the center of the hallway. So you'll just see a viscous clot, and so you just throw an attack at it and let it follow you. So yeah, it's hungry hippos in the center hallway, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, so DPS in rooms. So you don't need to worry about the viscous clots. So while the tanks and healers are merging up to win the encounter, there are red slimes. There are sanguine clots that are trying to stop us. So yeah, this is the failure condition. Sanguine clots drop in the rooms one at a time. And so they spawn quite rapidly, and basically we cannot allow the red slimes to merge with any other slimes. So that means DPS, once you see the red slime in the room, please attack it, just run up and hit it, or use a range attack. And actually I have some markers. Yeah, it might not be visible from here, but just 1, 2, 3, and 4 markers in the rooms. So the red slimes have tether, like fixation aggro. So once you attack it, the first person to attack it gets a tether to them. So for that reason, yeah, tanks, you want to avoid using area of effect attack skills. You don't want to accidentally aggro one of the red clots. But DPS, just, yeah, go wild, smack the red clot, the sanguine clot. Once you see that tether, just to drag it to the corner of your room where the waymark is, the outer corner, and murder it. They spawn at quite a rapid pace. Just continue to roll your GCD and kill slimes. Yeah. And okay, that's about all from the... Yeah, let's see. What's going on in chat? Yes. Yeah, pulling with dot is... I mean, it's not ideal. Knackle says it can lead to a wipe. I've personally never seen it lead to a wipe, and I can't imagine how it would. What may happen is that there's just going to be a big slime merge in the center hallway, which is not dangerous on its own, but might be cumbersome. Yeah, completely free for all. Like the slimes drop in sort of like a semi-random arrangement. Yeah.
There's no red slimes that spawn in the hallway, yeah?
Yeah, the red slimes exclusively drop in the rooms. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What else should I talk about? Yeah, like positioning, just real quick. Generally, yeah, don't be in the center hallway. Since we want to control aggro, once we enter the rooms, you should be able to safely stay in the rooms. Healers, you can pull slimes by basically going to the entrance of your room, like the doorway. Just make line of sight on the slime, and then you can bring it back. Then you can even bring it a little bit further away from the center hallway into one of the corners. There's a diagram in Raid text chat 2, which shows like the relative positioning of the healer. Yeah, and then the tanks, right? You want to be at the back edge of the pad opposite your healer, so when you tag the slime, it'll follow you straight through the pad. Yeah, we want those to be stacked up in center. Great. Last thing. Oh yes, questions?
Really quick, for tanks that are tanking the slimes, because it's my first time, we can beat on the slimes. We just don't want to kill them, right?
Yeah, you can build gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, we don't need to actually do any damage to the viscous plots. Like, yeah, like definitely like throw a couple tomahawks or something, just to keep aggro.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, avoid self-healing skills. So the risk of self-healing is that you may generate aggro on the Boshan soldiers that spawn north and south. Oh yeah, or probably tanks already know what to do, right? But those, yeah, basically they. Yeah, like you'll be in combat with the Boshan soldiers when they spawn, and if you press a heal, like right when they spawn, especially with stance on, that can pull the Boshan soldier into your room, and it's sort of I don't know, the soldiers like to play golf, a bit messy when that happens. So yeah, but healers, it's just totally fine. Just keep your tanks alive.
Greedy, I think we're missing someone in Slime's VC. There's only 23 here. I don't see Ayaka.
That is about par for the course. So
yeah, I was
just
gonna say, I think it's just kind of lost cause.
Actually, let's just see if I can say that's about all I can do. Hopefully they do not solo grief slime side. Yeah, oh yeah, so traps, right? So Chow will percept. There are a total of 3 traps. We have determined that they're in both of the south rooms. And actually, Chow, could you do the technology? Can you, like 5th brick, percept over here? And... yeah, back here by this this brick wall. We're trying to find out if they're near or far. Yeah, so basically, yeah, wait for traps to be revealed. There's one directly in the center hallway. Do not pass Chow. Oh, okay. If they're in Vash's VC, then I can just... where is... Ayaka? God, why can I not... Ayaka... move to... means that. Okay, we got him. Chow, do you have intel on like front or back of room traps? Can you percept right where I'm jumping?
Where are you?
I don't know. Triangle?
Oh, right here. Okay. Do not sense.
Okay, so far and southeast. On the other side.
Sense.
Okay, so near southwest, far southeast, middle. Okay. Great. All teams run ready checks. We're gonna give it a shot. So.
I didn't realize you could send your carbuncle into the room.
I mean, you can like place waymarks, so I guess it makes sense that you place your pet. Great. Alpha ready. Bravo is ready. Waiting for Charlie. No, we're ready. Yeah, oh, Ayaka was in the wrong VC for a minute, so just, yeah, when the encounter begins, you'll be headed to the northeast room with the 2 marker. Wait for Chow to percept a trap in the middle, then you'll be responsible for killing these sanguine clots. Only thing you have to attack and kill. Great. Alright. Oh yeah, Noodles is also here. Okay, they know we're readying up, I guess, at least. Yeah, all tank stance on. I'm just gonna wait for okay. Counting down. 30 seconds on the board. Great. Yeah, so yeah, again, in the south room, southwest and southeast rooms, please be careful of the trap in your room to be perceptive.
Do we want tanks to invuln the traps if they're...
Yeah, you can invuln if you would like. Okay, red slimes have dropped. DPS, please tag them, take them to the corner and kill them. I completely forgot I was triggered. Alright, and yeah, tanks, you can start pulling slimes off of your healers. Yeah, you can practice just centering them on the pad. So that is where you will pull each additional slime. Sanguine clots are out. DPS, tag them and kill them. Yeah, and then, you know, healers, as soon as your tank has pulled the slime, you can pull the next one, given that there are enough in the hallway. Tanks, once you're ready, just you can keep on pulling slimes off your healer. However, you will want to wait until... Okay, so, sanguine clots are out. DPS, please tag them and kill them. Yeah, so right, keeping an eye on that HP boost buff. Yeah, so once your slime is starting to reach, you know, +3, +2, +3, it's going to start autoing a little bit harder. You can start cycling through like Rampart and stuff. Sanguine clots are out. DPS, please tag them and kill them. Yeah. Right, and finally, once your slime reaches +4, that's when you need to pause, and we're going to coordinate the final merge, right? So +4 equals pause. Sanguine Clots are out. DPS, please tag him and kill him. Right, and again, in Yell Chat, please let us know when your room is ready to do the final merge. I.e. 4+1. Northeast 4+1, southwest 4+1. Continue killing Sanguine Clots. Southeast 4+1. And that's northwest 4+1. All tanks get ready and target your final slime. Sanguine Clots. Alright, tanks, at this time, please provoke your final Viscous Clot. Provoke, provoke, provoke. Merge, merge, merge. Stack those up on the path. Wait for fusion to complete. Alright, once you see rupture, you can head out of your room. It's rupture, 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 rupture. We're getting out of here. Everyone, run out of the room. Run out the north door. And to the northeast corner of the bridge. Thank you for calling rupture. That was clean as heck. Nicely done. So like the rupture radius is quite large. We're only in danger from the northeast one. You know, I've been sciencing this a little bit. Clean. You'll love to see it. Chill time, chill time. Great. For those making our way back up to main voice channel, thank you for a successful golden side. At the bottom of the stairs, there are a couple of personal spoils chests. You have to open those for yourself. It's just a couple of pure essence fragments. But yeah, all loot is personal DRS for like the bosses that we defeat and stuff. Okay. Who's got Fauna Power and Excellent? I hope someone does.
Tired does. Here, I'll stand up by the road.
Oh, Tired. Yeah, let's go. Great. Great. Okay. Cool. Yeah, okay, welcome to Trinity Seeker. So yeah, first boss, DRS. Just before we begin, I'll just make some quick notes on like lost action usage. So I'm just gonna do a quick Cure 4 check. So this is casters in parties. I guess except for maybe Zavrian, who's in FamiX. Yeah, please press Cure 4 at this time. Just buff your party with that. Just make sure the button is working. Yeah, so yeah, Cure 4 is probably like the most important button in DRS in general. First of all, it does a whole lot of healing, so you can use that liberally to heal your party before and after raid wides. You should have enough plates of Cure 4 to use like one for every major boss fight, as well as it also gives this Lost Bravery buff, so that's a 10% damage up. That's absolutely massive, so you want to make sure that your party members are buffed up at all times, which means in addition to using it to heal damage, you should be using that at least once per minute to keep uptime on that buff. So Cure 4 caster, very important role. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I wanted to go over. Does anyone want to main tank? Come up front and jump if you'd like to main tank. Oh yeah, incense. All right, now. Thera will be our main tank. I will safety plus. Great. I'll put down some markers. Yeah, so all you need to know about Trinity Seeker is like a little bit faster than normal mode and fewer tells and more overlapping mechanics. Yeah, the main thing to watch out for, like Seasons of Mercy. So like the call is going to be like look away from the orb and get away from the flower. So what that means, the orb is like a gaze. If you're looking at the orb when it goes off, it's going to petrify you. You'll probably die shortly after. You can, yeah, so the strategy for looking away from the orb is you first turn your character to face the outside of the arena, and then Yeah, if you're looking at the orb, then you turn away again. Yeah, but basically you just want to be facing your character until you see the orb just flash, you dodged it, and at that point you continue dodging the supplement. Great. Everything else will be called out on the fly. If you're ready, please jump up on the Bravo waymarker. Okay, currently waiting on Sign of Life from Remy Lightbringer. Then we will begin. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, while we're waiting, I'll just explain the other thing. Like, I do boss relative callouts, so like safe sides of the boss to stand on. In this first Merciful Air Katana phase, Samurai phase. Okay, everyone's across the purple line. 30 seconds on the board. Yeah. Alright, check your tank stance. Only Aethera should have it on. And again, yeah, so like the boss relative callouts are going to be like, you know, left, left, right, right are the boss machines. Start on the left-hand side and cross over slashes. Okay. That's for the Force Sword cleave. Mercy 4. See if I can play Dragoon and call. Oh, I would have given it Charge. Here we go. Use lost actions, use your potions. And we're gonna open big. First up is a raid wide. Reprisal, feint this. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can't play Dragoon. Alright, coming up now is the Fourfold Mercy. So, watching the pattern here. It's going to be back, back, front, front. Start behind the boss, and then we're going to cross over after 2 slashes. They go fast, alright? There's 1, 2, cross over, and then look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Yeah, so you want to get like towards the 4 marker, very far away from the flower, follow the boss. If you died and bounced, please pop another re-raiser. Everyone get underneath the boss's hitbox. Keep the boss face where it is. Underneath the boss's hitbox, the sides are unsafe. Tanks, you can stand up front. There's a shared tank buster next. Oh, okay. Get away from front, shared tank buster. And now everyone get away from front. This is a solo buster. Aethera needs to be alone, or something very funny will happen. Solo buster. And now it's gonna be like chains. So right, you gotta like chains from the vaults. Wait for them to appear. Then break your chains and hide behind a barricade. Behind a barricade to be safe. Hide behind a barrier. Be behind a barrier. Don't get knocked out of the arena. Okay. Close to the boss once again. If you got burst coming up, please hold it. Towards the center of the arena, outside the arena is going to explode. We're dodging Ifrit dashes. We're getting out towards the barrier at 1. Okay, and then we're going to rotate behind the barrier at 4. Hide behind the barrier at 4. Hide behind the barricade, behind the barricade. Okay, now you can burst. And stack up on 4. Line stack. This is shared damage on, yeah. Okay, then we're just gonna stay here. Baiting some line lasers. I'm pretty sure they're random bait and not just bait or anything. But yeah, so just walk out of the lines. Okay, be on yellow sand. Be on yellow sand. And then intercardinal of the boss. Yellow sand. Then intercardinal of the boss is doing a plus-shaped attack. Be far away if you do not know how big it is. Max melee is safe but scary. Yeah. Okay, boss is jumping center.
Oh no.
Okay, there's another set of Ifrit dashes coming up. So please, outside of the arena is going to explode. Getting out towards the barrier at 4. Out towards the barrier at 4. Follow plus. Okay, we're rotating counterclockwise. When we return to the boss, it'll be back, front. 2 more dashes, 1 more dash, behind the boss, and then cross over after 2 slashes. Okay, 1, 2, cross over, and then look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Okay, we're getting towards 1, away from the flower. And underneath the boss. Oh, never mind. Intermission phase, yeah, you want to stack up, break chains, do some healing, do some mitigation. For casters, top up your party. That probably should have been a... Yeah, this is a raid wipe. Alright. Boss is jumping center. Oh, never mind. Tank Buster, get away from front. This does cleave. Sorry. And now boss is jumping center. This is going to be a Sand and Stone and Fourfold Mercy. Okay, so yeah, stay close to the boss for this dodge. They're going to be left, right. Yeah, these are some good patterns. Okay, we are on Stone. Blue Stone. Boss's hitbox is Stone. Be on Stone. 1, 2, crossover, and on Sand. Boss's hitbox is Stone and on Sand. Okay, 1 more. Be on Stone. Boss's hitbox is Stone. Then look away from the orb and get away from the flower. Look away from orb first. Dodge crisscross, and then orange, and then flower. Alright. Next, there's going to be a raid wide. Get close to the boss again. Raid wide here. Cure for casters, please top up your party. And then phase change to be underneath the boss. Yeah, sides are unsafe, be underneath the boss to be safe. Okay. Yeah, we hit way too many skips to hold for LB3, so we're just gonna kill the boss here. Honored Sacrifice, you got that up. Okay, yeah. Kill boss. We're gonna resolve our dead. Alright, so please do not go ahead. There are traps up ahead. Our duelist is going to sweep for traps. And just 1 second. Hold Arise on the Ignore 1. Do not Arise the Ignore 1. Yeah. All other healers, yeah, you can claim a body by standing on it, and yeah, once you claim the body, that's when you can slot in your Plate of Lost Arise. If you see another healer attempting to raise the body, then you can save. You don't have to crack the Plate of Lost Arise. Yeah. Okay. Right. So we're just do not arise the Ignore 1. That is all. So all that happened here. Skirmisher doesn't provide any defensive stats. So you're much more prone to die to just raid wide damage. Additionally, it is just much weaker than any of the pure essence option for your class. That is considered required preparation for DRS. So in the future, just if you read the holsters, then we can help you get all the actions that you need. But we will not be carrying on tonight. Yeah, you do not spend Lost Horizon. Okay. Okay, all traps percepted. Oh yeah, I guess like Millie and Toko, you can go set up with Chow. Chow can go whenever. Oh yeah, right. Kuro also potion kit. So yeah, Lost Arise is a very efficient action. So it is RNG. It's only 50% chance to raise a target for each cast. But it's still like 8 weight per raise, which is better than like a re-raiser. Re-raise is like a little bit more than 11 weight per raise. This countdown is for the duelist, so do not pull Dahu. I think everyone's still. But yeah, do not engage the next boss. Waiting for the duel to begin. Countdown is not for us. Damn, Dense Partner goes hard. Great. Okay, anyone who's got like spare Arise plays, let's just get our Frost Suit up. Whoever's got like a current like slotted to plate of Arise, just yeah, okay, we got it. Yay, we did it. Alright, let's continue to the next encounter. Yeah, so when you target a body on the ground and you see it has Essence of Skirmisher on it, chances are people that we want to take to the end of the run.
Do tanks want to be using Aether Shields from here on out?
No. Aether Shield is going to be used starting at Trinity Avowed. So you keep your damage actions for now.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, we probably aren't going to see the attack that markers are used for, but please get across the purple line when you're ready. Yeah, all you need to know about Dahu, just don't be in front of Dahu. The front is dangerous. Dodge the stuff on the ground. And yeah, there's one more mechanic, Spit Flame, so it seems like most people are ready. Thera, I'll pass them back to you, and you can go ahead and pull whenever you're ready. Alright. You should have one spare charge of lost actions here, potentially two. And dodge the stuff on the ground. Yeah, continue dodging the stuff on the ground. Dahu's dashing. Don't be in front of Dahu. Dahu's dashing north. Head south. Dahu's dashing south. Don't be in front of Dahu. Don't be in front of Dahu. Southwind. There we go. And dodge the Fire Breath. Well, congratulations to the duelists. Okay, coming up next, some lion ads on the outside of the arena. They're going to shoot lions into the arena. Dodge them. Next, and then followed by Spit Flame. So the lions are weak to fire. Dahu's going to Spit Flame on the players who are marked with dice markers. So 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. If you're marked, then basically just go out to an ad. Oh, I'm so good at this. That wasn't for you. Okay, left, right, shockwave. Start outside of the attack. Start outside of the telegraph and move in right away. And we're getting knocked back into any safe area. Don't get knocked into a lion. Darn, I didn't get the gap clues. Okay, don't be in front of Dahu.
That sucks.
Yeah. Okay, oh crap. Okay. Plus is safe. I didn't actually check which direction it was rotating. Second breath spell is safe for casters, get to plus. Okay. Yeah, actually boss is kind of healthy. Yeah, go ahead and spend another usage of lost actions. Okay, ads phase here. Main tank's going to take a considerable amount of damage. Please burn down the ads. Okay. Everything everywhere all at once. Prepare to dodge a lot of stuff on the ground. Lions, and puddles, and left-right shockwave. Start outside, then dodge into the shockwave right away. Okay, Spit Flame, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. Except we just killed Dahu. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, those healers who had remaining Arise charges, now is a good time to spend a bunch. The next boss will be replacing that with our Spellforge Steel Sting. I didn't actually check which parties are like solo healers or not. I'll just go over that. Curious how many healers brought like the 11 Arise in my holsters. The 3 and the Lego Steppers armed. Hopefully people brought more than 3. So, I mean, it feels bad to run out of Arise, honestly.
I can.
healer-
I have lost action for resing too. As a tank.
Do you have like sacrifice? Yeah, but we'll
yeah,
reserve
but-
sacrifice.
Okay.
Damn, this hurts. We're getting some bad Arise luck.
I'm already.
You know what,
on
this is just
6.
we're stacking the dice so that Millie will get some enormous gamble off in these. Yeah, sack is good to hold on to as a tank. You can use it as a quick battle res for your healer. That is.
You can use it in battle. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the primary usage sacrifice for us. Yeah, but yeah, like specifically to raise your healer, so that it can do a limit.
Okay.
Yeah, DPS limit break is not very powerful. You know, it's not affected by any essence buffs or lost action buffs. Tank LB is very rarely. I may call to use it, like one fight. Healer LB3 is just consistently useful. It charges like 7 minutes in the fight or so. And if we do see it, that is a very powerful, free guaranteed raise for the entire party.
Yeah. So Shock, how much time do you have left on before you get kicked?
270.
No,
Should be
that's
fine.
plenty of time.
Yay, we got everyone up.
Oh, wham.
Oh my god. That was like.
Thank you.
That was like
Alright,
20.
up ahead is a point of no return. So now's the last chance to get your like runner's plating foot gear from Trinity Seeker. Unique loot. One way jump pad. And careful, don't walk into any of the traps. Gonna grief Chow with full cure. Oh, I gotta change my party order. Yeah. I mean, this party, there's probably enough buff leeway. I mean, it's not as... Like, we don't have Ass or Bard. Actually, we're pretty close. Okay.
I'm gonna bio really fast. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Oh. Great. So, for those of us who brought like 3 mimics in holster, like mimic chaining every fight, now is when we would get our lost excellence back from the physical battery. If you only have 2 mimics, or like 1 mimic, yeah. If you only have 2 mimics in holster and like nothing else, though, that will be saved for the following fights. I think a little bit more. That I think we had some people interested. Yeah, there ain't no way I'm dealing damage than Chow unless Chow gets Spellforge when the bosses are magicking me. Yeah, okay, welcome to Queensguard. I'll post a couple diagrams. Actually, I'm assuming that no one wants to dispel. If someone does want to dispel, that'll mainly be useful to protect Millie. Most at risk of dying to raid wides. Otherwise, we'll just mitigate. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, welcome to Queensguard. Quick light curtain check. So if you have more than 2 light curtain holster, for example, you have like 3, 4, 6, 7 light curtains even, please come to the Charlie marker. I just want to see if we have enough people to do a free-for-all reflect. light curtain. Okay. 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like more than 6 people. Okay, so we'll do our YOLO reflect strat. And yeah, okay. Right. So next up, we just need a couple tanks. These are gonna be our main tanks for the fight. So okay, Aethera will handle west, I guess. I will handle east. And just to clear it up, I was planning on having Aethera take west bosses, that is Knight in the center, and then Soldier at the west wall. Omega taking the east bosses, that is Warrior to the east wall, and Gunner to the center. Actually, if I can down my markers, Warrior slightly like east southeast onto the alpha marker. I think that's a little better for bombs. Oh right, and that's the other change. Or to change the position would be 1 and 3 markers. About right. 3. Yeah, there we go. Now those are some markers. Okay, quickly about Spellforge and Steel Sting. So during the first pair of bosses, right? We fight these bosses in pairs. So after the initial phase, where we're burning them down from 100% to 80%. Bosses will jump and we'll go into Knight Warrior. Okay, hang on. Tank question. Omega is going to be Gunner and Warrior. Warrior to wall. Gunner to center, yeah. And if you can, also just Warrior to alpha, so to the wall and then slightly south. It's fine if it's not exactly positioned. Yeah. And then other like tank thing, I'm sure Aethera knows, but yeah, the dangerous things that the most dangerous thing that these bosses do in general is that they can tether. So if they're too close, then they gain a damage resistance, a massive damage up. If they're allowed to cast a raid wide while tethered, the entire raid will hit the floor basically, except for the tanks and the duel, and maybe some people who got tank cooldowns. So yeah, in order to avoid that, Aethera will just be like holding charges of gap closers. Both of our tanks will be gamers who will avoid death, and basically sticking to the boss and not moving too early for mechanics. The critical one is just second phase chokehold. You wait for the analysis ring to appear around your character, and then you can move boss. Soldier will be cast locked at that point in time. Great. And yeah, so Spellforge and Steel Sting, right? So after the initial phase, bosses, the Knight and Warrior, will either tether yellow or tether purple. This indicates their damage resistance. In order to allow your party to continue dealing damage, some party members will need Spellforge, some others will need Steel Sting. Spellforge goes on your physical damage dealers and tanks. Steel Sting goes on magical damage dealers and healers. So, and the hybrid jobs, such as like Dark Knight, Paladin, Red Mage, Ninja, Reaper, yeah, those 5 I think are the most important. Need the correct buff applied at all times. So, healers, if you got 1 per party, then hopefully you got Spellforge, Steel Sting. Sorry, if you have 2 healers in your party, then hopefully 1 can handle Spellforge, the other can handle Steel Sting. And otherwise, if you are solo healing, then you have a couple options. Either you can wait until you see the tether appear, and then slot in the correct action, either Spellforge or Steel Sting, to buff your party. Or you can apply Spellforge to your party now and at the countdown. You'll apply that to all physical damage dealers and hybrids. And then you'll switch to Steel Sting if necessary at the tether. Yeah. Spellforge, Steel Sting. Yes. Okay, the last thing I'm just going to talk about the bomb mechanic. So, right, it's like, pretty sure it's the Warrior. No, it's Knight. Warrior. A bunch of bombs on the ground, and it's a combination mechanic with Knight. So, this is the first diagram that I posted in Raid Text Chat 2, Shield Omen and Sword Omen. I'm just going to talk about the Shield Omen, the hard pattern. This is a knockback from the center towards a bomb on the wall. And you need to get knocked back either to big or small. I'll call out. Yeah, like either you will be tethered or you'll be untethered. So, you know, if bombs are tethered, then it's tethered to large. If bombs are untethered, then it's tethered to small. Non-tethered to the other one. And yeah, the biggest mistake I see in Shield Dome, if you are standing in the center of the arena, or too close to the center of the arena, the knight will hit you with its dash, and you'll take a stack of thrice convert. So you can stand a little bit further away from the center of the arena. It's like a half radius knockback. So if you can imagine a circle where the Bravo, Charlie, and Delta markers are, you're getting knocked back from like, you know, this kind of midway point. You know, like you can imagine like if there's a bomb on 4, then I could get knocked from Delta to 4. It's not that distance knockback. Okay. Right. Then everything else will be called out on the fly. Hopefully. We're gonna do our best. If you're ready, please get on the 3-way mark. Right, and also, yeah, so those light curtain users, make sure you have that bound on your hotbar. That'll be used during the final phase. Okay. Oh, and also, yeah, our main tanks will be handling the gun turrets. Great. Okay, when Kaliska and Fapuda show a sign of life, we will begin the countdown. When AFK in Delta. Oh, actually, yeah, if there's a little bit more time, then I'll just explain what tanks need to do during the final phase. So there's going to be a bunch of, like, or a couple aura spheres, north and south, so you need to DPS those down. Tanks with an invuln available, you need to fight for threat and try to be the top aggro on the aura sphere when it dies, as it will do an on-death attack. And so, fight smite you, that's like you'll see the red marker over your head. That marker is the signal that you need to press your invulnerability to survive. It does about 250,000 damage. It's difficult to survive without extra help. You need like maximum fortitude or like a shell or something. Okay. We're all here. 30 seconds on the board. And Chow, are you slashing? If you're not slashing, okay. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. So we're not gonna use lost actions in the opener. We're just gonna try to slow burn down. You can spend a little bit of meter. And also get closer to the boss. Apply Spellforge and Steel Stitch to your party. Yeah, so hold lost actions until the bosses jump here, please. Right. Yeah, make sure Thera gets enough healing. There's a raid wide here, you can like reprisal this. Cure 4 casters, please heal up your parties. For casters, please heal up your parties again. Okay, bosses are jumping. Now we're gonna burst. Okay, and then it's gonna be knight, warrior to wall, then knight to center. Focus a little bit more damage on the knight. And we are in Spellforge. Click off Steel Sting, need Spellforge. Click off yellow, need purple. Alright, so they're going to be dealing magical damage. Next up is the bomb mechanic. Right, so double or nothing, go big. Shield Omen is the hard pattern. Alright. Bombs are tethered. Tethers to large, non-tethers to small. Tethers, you're getting knocked back to a large bomb. Non-tethers to small. Get knocked towards about where 1 is. Opposite the knight is not safe. Sides of the tether, you're getting knocked back. Tethers to large. If you fall first, then you need to go to a place where a bomb just exploded. If you fall first, you need to move. And back on the bosses, the warrior is high. Focus a little bit more damage on the warrior. Warrior is boosting. Okay, go ahead and put some like Faint, Addle, Reprisal, Dismantle on the warrior. It's going to do a heavy raid wide. And Cure 4 casters, make sure your party is healthy. Did that get dispelled? That's pretty cool. Okay. And next up is going to be Wind and Lightning. If you're tethered, you're going to go to Swirly Wind Puddles. Otherwise, you're going to go to Lightning. The overlap is quite big. It's like 4 gigantic circles covering the arena. So you're going to want to get to like, you know, one of the 4 intercardinals to be safe, sort of ish. Okay, if you're tethered, then you're going to Wind. Non-tethers to Crackly Lightning. Okay, and then pop sprint. Get close to the knight. It's Sword Omen, far to the west, far away from the boss to the west. Okay, use all remaining party mitigation and Cure 4 casters, top up your party. Faint Idle Reprisal on the warrior, top up your party, and use all remaining party mitigation. Oh my god. Okay, first window here, Tank Buster. Bosses need to die at the same time. If we kill one before the other, it's the other one starts a Longcast Enrage. We color change. Click off purple, need yellow. Click off Steel Sing, or sorry, click off Spellforge, need Steel Sing, or just kill the bosses. All right, kill Knight. Wow, it's really cast locked for that long. That's pretty fun. Okay, next up is going to be Soldier to wall. And then Gunner to center. Soldier to wall, and then Gunner to center. So, key mechanic for this phase is show your hole. So this is similar to Mustadio in the Orban Monastery. A bunch of like the Helldivers and Vajra also do it. So you need to point the opening on your character to the source of damage. So it's not there yet, it's going to appear shortly. And we're also dodging Fireball Frog. Safe spot is at one of the numbered markers, so we'll call it out. Yeah. So, right, you're going to have a hole on your character, 3/4 circle ring. And we're going northeast to the 2 marker. And point your hole to the gunner in the center. Point your opening towards the gunner. And then you're going to turn to face a tart on the wall. Turn your opening to face a tart on the wall. Back on the bosses. Tank Buster now. Okay, if you died, pop a Re-Raiser. Surprise mechanic. Yeah. Okay. Raid wide here. Raid wide here. A little bit more damage on a soldier. Coming up on a burst window here. Next up is gun turrets. Wait, yeah, gun turrets. So main tanks are going to pick up gun turrets. Everyone else is going to just burn them down. And, oh, gunner is high. Focus damage on the gunner. Yeah. Sniper shot. Main tanks, please invul. Okay, and here's a raid wide. Surprise raid wide. Cure for casters. Oh, kill the other gun turret, please. Yeah. Alright, and then in the wind up to the next mechanic, I'll just explain what's going to happen during the final phase as far as Reflect goes. Going to be a bunch of spiritual spheres that spawn around the arena, a total of 12. If you have a light curtain... Oh, keep moving, motion, keep moving, do not stop to cast, keep moving. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. And continue to keep moving. And then you're now free to stand and cast. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, spiritual spheres during the final phase. If you have a light curtain, you'll just find a spiritual sphere, stand on top of it, and cast your light curtain once you can target the spiritual sphere. So cast an AoE, and then since you're reflecting with the light curtain, it'll just bounce off of you and kill it. Okay. Jumping clones, followed by a show your hole. So tethered clones will attack. All of the clones jump twice. Okay, tethered clones are southwest towards the delta marker. Delta marker is safe. Point your opening to the gunner in the center. And then to a tart on the wall. Turn to face a tart on the wall. Kill the Queen Soldier.
Yeah.
Raid wide here. Cure for casters, top of your party. Very nice. Okay, slime side north, golden side south. Reflectors with light curtains try to spread around the arena. There are spiritual spheres everywhere soon. Right, and beat up the aura spheres. Tanks get ready to invul. Pop your light curtains. Alright, and tanks, if you get the marker over your head, make sure you're invulning. Oh crap, we missed a spear. We missed a lot of spears. Oh god. Okay, healers get ready to LB3. Coat of Arms, stop attacking! Coat of Arms, stop attacking! And carefully reapproach the wards on the unshielded sides. Second set of spiritual spheres. Pop a light curtain. try to get into these. Alright, healer LB3. Healer LB3. If you have anyone dead. And beat up these wards. We have one more coat of arms before the wards enrage and kill us. Last coat of arms. Stop attacking. Don't get parried. Okay, reapproach and kill the ward. Alright. Rather close. Yeah, so there are a few mechanics that I just rather didn't want to explain. But that was all said and done. Nice work. Except for Chow taking an Aura Sphere. That's why he's the duelist. I just don't hit the Aura Spheres. Yeah, we also didn't have as many light curtain users as usual. I mean, we hit all the reflects on the second set, or no? I mean, we did have quite a few dead. Yeah, this might be our rough TA. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, other things like healers can do, like in between mechanics. If you got that Lost Arise, then you can use that to pick up your teammates, help them progress the fight. Okay, let's go on ahead. No traps here. You probably have one charge of lost actions remaining at least. And if so, we'll just spend it on the next boss here. Find some markers. All tanks, check your tank stance. We'll just return to Thera main tank. Okay. Yeah, once you're ready, please cross the purple line and begin. Yeah, I mean, also Arise is like good for that. If you have a Q4 caster around, then try to pop some Arise, get them up. Counting down. So again, check your tank stance and turn it off. Or not, Thera. And then first up is a raid wide. Okay, we're looking for a circle donut on the back wall here. First view miasma pattern. It's at 4. 4 is safe. Strike lost to 4. Okay. Circle donuts are gonna. Yeah, the donut's gonna process down the arena. Please follow it. You can look at the dots on the ground to see where the next donut will appear. Stop at the delta marker. Do not run into the death wall. One more flash on Charlie. And we're headed over to Charlie. Dodge this exit flare. Oh, sweet. We got Banish. Alright. Static pattern here. Alpha and Charlie are always safe. So it's always going to be Bravo, Delta, Rectangle first. Waiting for 3 flashes on Delta, then we're going to head to Delta. 2, 3, over to Delta. Back and forth, forward and back. 3 more flashes on Charlie, then we're headed back to Charlie. 3 over to Charlie. We are going to see the ad space. go ahead and beat up the ads, the Bloody Wraiths, deal direct damage. Misty Wraiths, please heal them with targeted heals. Benediction is a one-shot. Spread them out. There's another set of ads here. Also, hope you're building gauge for the next encounter. You want to be at full job gauge so you can open as strong as possible the next boss, which is the Partisan Instance. Last set of ads, please do the same thing. Okay, Southwest Misty Wraith needs healing. Please heal that Misty Wraith. Please heal the Misty Wraith. Please heal the Misty Wraith. Please heal the Misty Wraith. Else we'll all hit the okay. Interrupt the boss, and the boss is dead. Okay. Slotting in perception. Okay. Up ahead, there are traps here. Got it. Select. Try not to run into any of these traps. Because they will kill you. Oh, we have a death, so go ahead and resolve that. Forward and Percept. So, yeah, healers, please pick up that body. Whoa, 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 do not go ahead, do not go ahead, do not go ahead. Holy crap. Okay, that was a close call. Yeah, this is in normal mode, there's no trap in that hallway. There we go. Do not run into any of those pink traps. Yeah, in general, there's no reason to run in front of the Preceptor. Yeah, we'll just apply shelter to everyone who needs it.
So tanks don't need to use shell, because they'll just get cast on us. But we do need
well, let's see.
Aether Shield, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, before you slot in Aether Shield, you may need... You can have a couple people slot in shell to start mitigating for the raid. Yeah, okay. Yeah, oh, yeah, as healer, right. Kuro's got shell, you can do that at Queen. Yeah, so like tanks, oh yeah, seems like shell is going out, so. If you want to make it easier, please stack on like the right-hand side wall if you need shell, or to the left-hand side wall once you have shell. Try to clear the center of the bridge. Once you have shell, or if you don't need shell, go to the left side of the bridge. This right side of the wall, a little bit clear. Our shellers. Yeah, Trinity Avowed. So actually, quick scaling check. We do have one party without LV3. Okay.
And so Lost Sacrifice can be used in battle to res a healer?
Yeah, so what will happen is, if like your healer is down and we're coming up on the limit break 3 point in the fight, you'll replace your damage action with Lost Sacrifice and use that to pick up their healer, so they can raise the raid. Yeah, hopefully they'll wait for your Doom to time out so you can get raised by the health as well. Yeah, any more about that? If you know, the situation is like all might sound like please raise our healer. That's the thing you sacrifice or healers just spam a couple lost rise. And GA scaling. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're at 47% scaling. That's actually quite a big difference in ratio. That's like almost minus 3 million HP. Trinity Avowed. So, oh yeah, so there are a couple diagrams for TA. If I had to recommend a few things to watch out for, you can look at the debuff icons. That may help you just like parse the information. I'd recommend watching the like the videos, the MP4s in Raid Text Chat 2, like the swords one, so you can like kind of see how the mechanic is going to resolve. I'll explain it a little bit more in voice as well. But yeah, I anticipate that we are going to be seeing quite a few mechanics, so that'll be crucial to. Yeah, I mean, like burst in the opener. I'll try to call out burst windows and so on. Yeah, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about how to actually do damage. So yeah, this is like the hardest boss, just in terms of like literally the hardest in Rage to beat, and also the mechanics are difficult. So you know, personal, not called out. Yeah. So a few things to know about Trinity Avowed is yeah, so fundamentally the same as normal mode, the temperature mechanics. So you need to resolve your temperature to neutral. The boss applies a temperature to you. Oh yeah, that's the Aurora Borealis. And so you need to get hit by a mechanic in order to resolve back to neutral. So if at the end of the mechanic you're unbalanced, then you'll fall over. And right, so there's like couple Savage exclusive debuffs. So if you're not sure, like the debuffs are the tell for the mechanic, and they will appear in your HUD next to like the resurrection restricted and duties as assigned icons. First thing is Forced March. So that is an arrow. When that debuff expires, you'll lose control of your character and march in the indicated direction, character relative, a distance of about 2 squares. So you know, if I get like left face or something, I can't remember what the actual debuffs are called. But you know, the arrow pointing left, then my character is facing north. I will march to the left by a distance of 2 squares. Yeah, so distance a little bit important. You may need to position so that you know you end up 2 squares away, not like the safe spot or something. Okay. And a second mechanic, exclusive to Savage, is Elemental Brand. So during the second half of the fight, after the boss has shown us the arsenal of weapons, the first mechanic, the boss is going to amp it up and give us an additional temperature to solve. The Elemental Brand, a little temperature bulb icon, and that is the second temperature that you have to take into account. So one way to think about how to resolve this is that you need to get hit by a mechanic so that your overhead temperature opposite your Elemental Brand. Yeah, I doubt we are going to skip brands. I think this is going to be a close fight. So yeah, do not hold back anything. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I'll just brands. Yeah, like certain mechanics you may need to get hit twice. For example, if your overhead temperature matches your brand, then you may need to get hit by 2 sword swings in a row. Your overhead temperature may start opposite your brand, so you don't need to get hit by anything. In that case, yeah, you need to go to the safe spot that isn't getting hit by anything. So yeah, but yeah, good luck. Yeah, the actual functionality of the brand is once the brand expires, it's as if you got hit by a temperature that has the brand on it. So that may help, and you know, charts and Raid Text Chat. Okay. Yeah, there's some good insight in in-game chat as well. Yeah, if you die, then you know we're actively trying to raise our teammates who fall in battle. There's no like res confirmation, so you'll just pop back up to life. So please be ready to re-enter the fight at any point in time. If you bounce from a death, then use another re-raiser first action after moving to safety, as that will allow you to survive the next mechanic. Okay, and yeah. Okay, and then yeah, just quick note about the arsenal. So swords phase, that's the I guess the most different from normal mode. That's what the image, or sorry, the video in Raid Text Chat is showing. Boss is going to go untargetable. 4 clones are going to slash at once, such that exactly 1 spot is going to be completely safe from all slashes. In order to resolve your temperature, you need to get hit by one of the slashes. So you go intercardinal, north, south, east, or west of the safe square, distance of 1 square. Technically, you can go more than that, but there's not any reason to. And, right. Yeah, so, like, say safe square is 4, then you want to be on the delta marker, the 1 marker, the 3 marker, or south of 4 in order to get hit by the slash that you need. You know, you find that by starting out of the safe square, you find the clone that is slashing with the temperature that you need, and then you're moving along the grid of the 4 marker to one of the corners of the plus shape that's extending from cardinal directions of 4. I mean, it's sort of hard to explain if you haven't seen it. One thing you can do on the very first swords is watch how all the veterans are solving their mechanic. So, because the clones swing twice, you can stand in the safe square that will be called out, watch how people are moving, and then when they slash again, there'll be another safe square, and you can solve your temperature on the next swing. Yeah, and then finally, the arrows. The only thing you need to know about the arrows phase is that there's no tracer line for you. So in normal mode, the arrows show you where they're going to land. This time, you have to trace it out for yourself. This is like using your mouse or your finger, whatever pointing device you have, to trace the arrow down the ladder. It takes every turn that it can on the way to the raid. Yeah, a variety of tools in raid text chat to maybe help you intuit that. Right. Okay. Yeah. Alright, last thing about like lost action usage. So first of all, we're mitigating the raid with shell. We've got shell applied. If you've got shell, then please cross the purple line. And tanks, additionally, at least one tank per party is going to be using Lost Ether Shield to mitigate for raid wides. So, yeah, you'll slot that over your weak damage action, which is probably Banner of Honored Sacrifice. So you use that to protect the party for every raid wide. And yeah, like if you're Blood Raging, then you'd keep Blood Rage and slot Ether Shield over Fire Power. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then oh yeah. Our people who brought 2 mimics, if you brought the beginner mimic loadout, you can stand off next to Kaliska over here. I don't know if everyone. Yeah, but basically you'd use one of your mimics to grab Fauna Power and Excellence from Kaliska. You start the fight in Fauna Power plus Excellence. You use Excellence once, and then you immediately slot over that with your either Dervish or Banner of Honored Sacrifice. So you swap back to your normal actions. You're able to do a massive burst window with the increased damage from Lost Deck. Yeah. And we're going to do our best other than that. Yeah, so maximize the amount of damage that you're doing while under your lost actions, like your Fun of Power, Fun of Magic, Banner of Honored Sacrifice, or whatever. You're stacking all those buffs together if you're using multiple. And yeah, we'll try to kill the boss. Good. If you're ready, then get on just the back half of this Charlie waymark. Gonna give it a shot. Oh yeah, I don't think I've reminded the raid to use raid food once, but raid food is pretty important, so you can go ahead and pop that. At 10% extra vitality may help you survive. Okay, also, yeah, so casters who are mimicking Zavrian, hopefully there are some, yeah, you'll be able to grab Excellence after the countdown begins. Okay, 30 seconds on the board. Casters can mimic now. Oh, this is Sedge. Yeah. Gonna do as much damage as we can in the opener here. Oh crap, tanks, go ahead and invuln that. I don't know. Oh my god, I was so focused on my opener. I knew this is a bad idea. Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Okay. Next we're gonna see the arsenal of weapon mechanics, front, back, or out. Behind the boss to be safe, be behind the boss. Okay, in front or away from the boss next. In front of the boss, be in front of the boss. Casters can pre-position far away. Control swords last. Next, we're going to be away from the boss at the flash of light. So it's a point blank AoE. Melee can greed for a couple more GCDs. Okay, away now. Away from the boss. Okay, stack up in the center of the arena. We're getting a first temperature. Right, this mechanic deals quite a lot of damage, so I mean it's not like Ether Shield or anything, but Cure for Casters. Be aware that the please help with the healing whenever your party is taking damage. If you have a forced march, you have a temperature. So check your forced march, and your forced marching from the center of the arena to one of the four corners of the arena. Okay, point your forced march to the temperature that you need. And you're forced marching now. Stop GCD and orient your character. Okay, if you bounce, please pop a re-raiser. Cure for casters, please top up your party. There's a raid wide next. Okay, Ether Shield, raid wide, faint addle, reprisal. Cure for casters, please top up your party and mitigate the rest of the, heal up the rest of the bleed. Okay, we're gonna be behind the boss now. Behind the boss. And burst window. Oh my god. How do I get so these things? Okay, tank stack up front. Now I remember there's actually a buster this time. And go ahead and mitigate that share buster. Check your forced march. You have a forced march and you're getting marched to either Bravo or Delta away from the column of fire. So check your forced march. We're marching from the center column. Marching from the center column to Bravo. Point your forced march to Bravo. March to Bravo. If any of your party members re-raise in the fire, please use rescue to try to drag them out. If you bounce, please attempt to walk out. Do not do any actions. Try to rescue. Check your temperature, and then you're going to follow your arrow down. So there's no tracer line. Take your time, solve this mechanic. Arrows are firing in 4 seconds or so. Arrows are firing. Okay, group back up, Cure for Casters, heal your party. Ether Shield, raid wide. Faint Addle, reprisal, dismantle. Ooh, that one hurt. Okay, point the boss towards center. We're going to be in front of the boss here. In front of the boss. Be in front of the boss to be safe. Okay. Okay, my boss is going untargetable soon. Actually, we're very ahead on damage. I don't know why I was so scared. Okay. It may be a hold angle. We'll see, though. Okay, boss is going untargetable. Check your temperature and find out what you need to hit by. I will call out the safe square. Safe square is 1. 1 is not getting slashed by anything. If you're intercardinal of 1, that is not correct. You need to be 1 space north, south, east, or west to resolve your temperature. Okay. Next safe square is 4. 4 is not getting slashed by anything. You still need to resolve your temperature. It's 1 space cardinal of 4. Intercardinal is not correct. If you bounced, please pop another re-raiser. And burst window here. Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate, faint addle, reprisal. And Cure for Casters, go ahead and heal up your party. Help out with the bleed. Okay, we're going to be away from the boss at the flash of light here. Maybe they can do a couple more GCDs. Away from the boss now, away from the boss. Okay, from this point onwards in the fight, we're going to get an elemental brand. Okay, so yeah, so you have your second temperature. Also, stop a rise. I don't know if anyone's trying to raise, but do not raise during this mechanic. So we're, check what temperature you need to get hit by. You're just running over to the meteor you need to get hit by and dodging Unseen Eye. Okay. Safe spot is outside white squares, outside intercardinal white squares, far outside corners. Cure for Casters, try to raise their bodies. Or Cure for Casters, try to help out with the healing. Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Yeah, okay, we're... This is a no-hold angle. Okay. We just have to walk out the entire mechanic. We're too far ahead. Behind the boss. Behind the boss. Yeah, this is ugly. But we're gonna try to get everyone up. We'll do an arise count at Minotaur. So we might have to dodge Unseen Eye, position west or east of the boss. And we're intercardinal white squares. Or just kill the boss. Alright, so we have quite a few casualties. So healers, when you're raising, please prioritize other healers on the ground. Let's try to get as many healers up as possible, as many people arising as possible. Tanks have sacks. I will reserve those for run out of arise. All things considered, we did very well. Damage is actually not a problem. Yeah, that's just how it happens. Yeah, we have a lot of new people today, which is awesome. And so yeah, TA just you need to just drill it a bunch of times, get any sort of consistency. And you know, our duelist who's cleared DRS like probably 100 times, forgot brands. Everyone makes mistakes. Not 100 yet. Oh, okay, I assumed. Maybe 50. Maybe Chow's done 50. Yeah, 75. Chow is literally rank 1 on TA for summon. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a quick arise check when we get to the next boss. I would appreciate if no one popped the trap early, just so I can show all the new folks the gimmick of the instance. So yeah, if this is your first time in DRS, first time beating Trinity of Valve, please head south. So we're gonna unlock the next encounter. The way we do that is into our past. So in the TA antechamber, there are special traps, and savage exclusive traps. Actually, yeah, carefully don't walk into the explosion trap. Okay, yeah. So is this pink trap over here? Please don't walk into it quite yet. We're just trying to get everyone to huddle up close. You can target yourself. Check the target ring. If your target ring is touching the ring of the explosive trap, or sorry, the mini trap, that'll be close enough. But yeah, huddle up, or else yeah, like Zek and Remy are currently not in range of the trap. Okay, at the end of the countdown, we will trigger the trap. Go ahead and pop that trap. We're running back across the TA arena. Very carefully, do not run into the explosive trap. Oh, but the upside of not holding for LB3, as you know what we got now? We got LB2. So I like seeing the healer LB2 especially here. But I guess like casters and tanks can also use it. Yeah! This is awesome. Okay.
I'm loving it.
It's beautiful. Healing win. Okay, so not to the queen. Whoa, come back and we're gonna. Oh, I guess the winner is Tifa Lockhart. So because you're mini, one mini person is allowed to squeeze through the gate. And if Tifa just proceeds slightly further, the next encounter will be unlocked. So downstairs there are traps. So I can mark the possible trap locations. I didn't assign. So yeah, when you load in, just don't move forward because there is a trap potentially directly in front of us. So this is one possible trap location. There's also a trap right. So possibly a trap to the left in one of those 3 spots. Might be like further in. And then yeah, tank can run over those. And additionally, okay, good. There's an explosion on the bridge. Explosion on the bridge. So, explosion on Charlie. Oh, Charlie, Delta, one. I'm just using whatever marker. So yeah, there's an explosion in one of those 3 traps, or locations if a tank could use their invuln, or actually, you know what? Okay, never mind. Yeah, there we go. All traps pops. Okay. Very controlled. How's Bash doing? Where are they at? Oh, they're at Queen. Okay, we aren't gonna beat them. Yeah, that's great. They clear it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this wasn't in normal mode. The new boss got Stig. Mainly, what you need to know about Stig. This fight has a sadistic trick, which is the main boss is kind of a pushover. It doesn't do much. It can still kill people if you're not careful, but by far the most dangerous part of this fight is the ads phase, which begins at 70% HP. The boss will jump away, summon a few ads. There are a few more things that happen. Most of the arena becomes a death wall. The only safe locations will be ring on the outer edge of the arena. Not the edge, but like this lighter colored pattern of tiling. It'll become a lot more obvious as the phase actually begins. And there's another ring on the inside. It may be easier to see because it's well lit. That's where we'll have our healers handling dispel and reflect mechanics. Okay, so I could actually have healers with dispel on Delta, healers with reflect or light curtain on Charlie, or if you're doing both in the middle. Okay, we got plenty of healers. Yeah, all healers can go ahead and do that. It's just collaborative exercise. There's some ads. I mean, they don't like. Yeah, there's some ads that you just have to deal with using reflect and dispel. Also, we'll have our tanks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, yeah, 2 tanks per marker, or just all tanks on deck fill up a numbered marker. So tanks will be responsible for kiting the ads. Yeah, ads phase, kiting ads. The ads are dangerous because if they get close to you, they get in melee range, then they will smack you and apply twice come ruin. So, mechanic failure to get close to the ads in range. Be, far away-ish. Kiting them, you don't have to be like super far away, but you want to be a healthy distance in front of them. Like, yeah, okay, well, it'll be fine. Yeah, so 3.
Need one more tank here.
4. One more tank would be nice, but actually, I think you'll probably be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So the second tank is backup. The reason why Zek will probably be fine is because you were taking the South Minotaur to the raid. That is the first one that will die. So once that Minotaur is dead, hopefully we'll kill it instantly. Zek will basically be, free from ads. Yeah. Oh, I'm a yapper on this boss. We'll have our input back up. Right? Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I put the 4 marker in. That's real. 2, 1, 4, 8, 5, 7. Okay, so just a quick as phase primer. So tanks on 1, 2, 3, and 4 will be kiting the Stigma Lock monks. Also, there are diagrams I should put. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, actually, like the ads kiting is like that final image. I've actually never pointed people to that image, but you can see like the monks. Yeah, we're gonna drag them out to the outer ring and then go clockwise. So that'll be tanks 1, 2, 3, and 4. When the ads phase begins with Sanson, you'll just throw your ranged enemy at the Minotaur, provoke it, whatever. Bring it out towards the outside of the arena. Keep in mind you cannot let it touch you, or else you'll start getting doomed. And then start bringing it around clockwise. So it'll follow you. Oh, yeah.
So we're pulling the ad, and then we're not attacking it. We're kiting it around.
Yeah. So the tanks are the only people who basically can't attack their ad. They need to stay out of melee range. And everyone else is going to beat up on the ads. All the DPS basically.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, and right. So moderate distance away. The ads, if they get close together, then they speed up, like they tether and start whacking people. They kind of go on a very funny rampage, but hopefully we won't have any of that tonight. And yeah, okay. So yeah, tanks 1, 2, 3, 4. So we also additionally have tanks. I cannot count. 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Oh my god. Tanks 5, 6, and 8 are not only backup tanks for your main tank, so you can basically just shadow them. You can practice the kiting movement. You're ready to take over if anything terrible happens to the main tank. You can keep the ad going clockwise. Additionally, about like 15 seconds into the ads phase, entrapment is going to cast. There's going to be a bunch of yellow question marks on the outside of the arena. That indicates that a trap is being placed somewhere in that quarter circle. So in order to clear that trap, make it safe for your tank to proceed, tanks 5, 6, and 8, once that yellow goes away, once the entrapment cast finishes, you'll pop your invul, pop sprint, and run a quarter lap ahead of your main tank clockwise. You should run into exactly one trap, and yeah, then the way and like for Zek, so hopefully what will happen is when you pull your ad south and we blow it up, you'll be, you don't have to worry about the ad chasing you. You'll just continue clockwise, and then actually I'll put up the markers. Yeah, after your Minotaur is dead, entrapment's gonna cast. You're gonna start at basically west and then sweep to north. That's where you would be sweeping if your Minotaur was, still following you.
So I'm going clockwise around the edge of the arena.
Right. So like your first movement will be start of ads phase. You take aggro on the Minotaur that spawns about where the C marker is. You drag it out towards the outside of the arena. It takes a while for the death wall to appear, so you can just kind of let it follow you all the way out here. And, right then you're dragging it through the raid, through the 3-way mark, and then you stand ahead of it. You continue dragging it. Hopefully the Minotaur is dead by this point in time. And then, entrapment's casting, you get to the safe cardinal where the 4 marker is, and then you sweep from 4 to 1 using your raid. That should be fine.
At what point in the fight does this happen?
So the boss is gonna hit 70%. It's HP percent push. And then boss is gonna jump away. The ads are gonna spawn almost immediately.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine.
Everything will be fine. I think, yeah. Honestly, you're kind of the linchpin of this operation right now. Yeah, if that South Minotaur doesn't go south, then very funny things will happen.
Yeah, like I'll probably have to change my name.
But, I mean, usually if the South Minotaur didn't go south, that means someone else is, like, screwing around, provoking the Minotaur when they're not. Okay. Okay, healers, right? Reflect and Dispel. In the middle ring, there are some ads that you need. Balls of Fire and Balls of Earth. Balls of Fire need to be reflected. So when you see the Ball of Fire, activate your Light Curtain, or activate Lost Reflect, and you stand next to it. It has quite a big explosion radius. You can actually be, like, a decent distance away. So, yeah, the Reflect is also important to protect you, but basically it'll just cast Mana Flame and blow up. And Balls of Earth, I'm sure our Dispellers know, but right, you cast Dispel, that removes the Stone Skin buff on the Earth. It's a massive absorb. But it's protecting a very weak actual ad. You just dot it or throw any action at it and die. If the Balls of Fire and Earth are not dealt with, they'll explode for raid-wide doom. No pressure. But that is why we've got a bunch of healers working on it together. You really only need one Reflector and one Dispeller. But as they say, like, I mean, one Dispel is none Dispel, so that's just backup. But all of you can work together to deal with it. Okay, finally, almost done that yapping. So all the DPS. Actually, could I have all our vets get into one of the notches north or south of the 3-way mark? Get into your favorite notch. Fill this up. Try to telegraph where this is before actual fight starts. So interspaced around the arena, or around the outer rings, are like little indentations. These are important safe spots for one of the mechanics, or several of the mechanics in ad space. So most important of which is the debuff mechanic. So in raid text chat, you can see the 2 debuff icons. One of them is a knockback, one of them is a draw in relative to the Minotaur. So the way that I remember this, oh yeah, it's a 2-part mechanic. So it gets applied with Labyrinthine Fate, then Minotaur screams again, Fateful Words, and then your debuff actually goes off and pushes you, pulls you. The way I remember this, there's the 1 debuff with the 3 lines going towards the Minotaur. That means the Minotaur is sucking in spaghetti. He's going to slurp you in. So that's a draw-in mechanic. You need to start far away in this outer notch, and then sucky spaghetti debuff. The Minotaur does Fateful Words, and you get shoved into the inner notch. So if you're not standing in a notch, when Fateful Words goes off, you'll just get shoved into the death wall. It'll push you too far. Yep. And then the other one, the one with the guy falling down the stairs, pink cloud, puff of smoke, whatever, that is the knockback debuff. Getting pushed away after dinner, cigar smoke blast. So yeah, guy getting knocked over, falling away. You need to start close, and then you're gonna get pushed back to the outside notch. Yeah. Correct notch to be safe. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, the final note, just like the organization-wise, when the ads phase begins, tanks are going to get into position, start cutting the ads, and so on. Healers will be in the center ring, doing Reflected Spell. Everyone else, all DPS, will be south at the 3-way mark, and our duty is to blow up the South Minotaur as fast as possible. So once again, Zek is going to take aggro, pull the Stigma Lock Monk south. At that point, we're going to use Lost Actions, use our burst, use everything we got to delete the South Minotaur as fast as possible. And hopefully, our ranged DPS will also be able to beat up the next Minotaur that's coming. The fewer Minotaurs are alive, the drastically safer the ad space. Okay. And everyone, okay, please get onto the 3-way mark or into a notch when you're ready. You're here. Whew, okay. We're doing good. So yeah, and the corollary is do not use any bursts at the start here. Hold your 2 minutes, hold your technical step and stuff. Just you want to do as much damage as possible after the ads phase begins, which is when we push the boss to 70%. So yeah, you build your meter, and you want to open with full meter to the ads phase. Tank Buster here. Stand clear of front. Next up is a knockback. Get close to the boss here. You can press your knockback immunity about now. We're dodging whack, so it's easier to dodge if you're close. These are big cones. 3 of them, so please try to get out of the whacks. So in combination with some other mechanics, this is the most deadly thing that the Minotaur does. Continue building your gauge. Next is going to be a big swing. 11 to 11 ton swing. Get far away from the boss. Very far away. Very far away. Okay, and then we're going to try to push it to 70% here. Oh god, no, Millie! What happens? Okay, all tanks, kiting tanks turn on tank stance. Everyone else to the 3-way mark. Healers to the middle ring. Alright, go ahead and pull that Minotaur south. Oh. And, beat it up with hammers. Very nice, very nice. Okay, everyone return to the 3-way mark and wait here for the tank to run the sweep. Okay, tanks 5, 7, and 8, please run your sweep. Okay, and beat up this monk. Debuffs are going out. You have your debuff. And they're resolving right away. Do your word, do your word, do your word. Get into the correct notch. Let's get to the outside, below to the inside. Oh, that was really clean. Okay. Into any notch to be safe. Okay, this is incredibly clean ad space. Yeah. Part of me just wants to see chaos again, but this is also good. Conducive to a successful run. Get ready to get into a notch, I think. Or actually debuffs are going out. We just have 1 ad left, so beat it up. Yeah, get into any notch to be safe. Devastating bolts. And if you're wondering how I'm reading the tells, I can read the Stigma Lock's Lord's cast. Okay, a ball of fire. Stand clear of the ball of fire. The ball of fire is going to explode. Stand clear of the ball of fire. Very nice. Yeah. So like yeah, the boss is casting stuff. This is a raid wide, and you can read what it's doing in the enemy list. So or you can focus target it, but I just read the enemy list. Okay. Yeah. If we get a rise onto Millie Juan, we're gonna attempt some dice. Rapid bolts. Take these to the north, away from the party. Okay, we're gonna dodge to the north here. Dodge towards 1. Oh, never mind. Dodge towards 2. Get very far away, very far away, very far away. Oh. Is there HP, MP boost? Let's go! Alright. I take these rapid bolts away. Oh, I was gonna do an Arise check. Sure, we can hold for 1 dice. We'll hold for 1 dice. Take these away from the party. Okay, we're gonna drop... Okay. Get far away from this Crushing Hoof. And then, actually, we can just outrange it. Just wait. So it's gonna do 3 whacks. Wait here. And, oh god. Try to dodge through 3 whacks. What have I done? Yeah, so that is the most dangerous thing that the boss does. Should have been more decisive about that stay away call. Tank Buster here. Yeah, save a rise for now. And Millie, please give us dice countdown. Get ready to knock back invul. Knock back invul here. And melee run north. Try to bait the whacks away from the party. Everyone else dodge those whacks. Very nice bait. Okay. Oh shit! Stop damage! Stop damage! Stop damage on the Stigma Lock Lord. Stop damage. Right. Okay. Yeah, everyone can just kind of hang out and dodge mechanics. So we're currently waiting for dice, Dynamis dice to come off. Cool. You're wondering why we stop damage. Okay, this is a raid wide. Just to heal up the party. Also, make sure that Aethera continues getting healed. Also, please like stack up, not at south. I don't know. I'll put a marker above my head again. 100 seconds. Okay, get ready to get far away from the boss. Far away from the boss. South. Okay, another couple of rapid bolts here. $60 seconds. Another set of rapid bolts. They persist. I think we figured that out, I guess. Okay, another crushing hoof. Okay, get away from that. Okay, I think we are going to have to dodge this. So there's another set of 3 whacks. You're dodging whack. It's your number 1 and only priority, as Cobalt Jade would say. Get out of those whacks. Okay. Alright, drag the boss north again. We're going to stay north here for a sec.
Everyone come up north, come up north. We need to clear the area for melee to dice.
Oh, but there's a buster here, so don't stand too far north. Get ready to press your knockback. Oh shit, knockback invul isn't up. Alright, everyone just stand north. Stand north. Perfect. Oh my god, that's so good. Watch this whack. Alright. Go for it. Yeah, let's go! Kill the boss! Kill the boss! Kill the boss! So, yeah, if you were not paying close attention, so what just happened is Millie just raised the entire pile of dead bodies over there with a 33% healer LB3 from the Dynasty dice. Okay.
God.
Worth the wait. Yeah, we have 1 more dead body. Let's use a rise to pick that up. Yeah, I mean, we didn't get, like, this is a trash fight. We don't actually get true healer LB3. What we do have is a healer LB3 effect from the Dynamis dice. Increased chance from Gambler. Go ahead and pick up your loot. I'm gonna go onto the Queen. I mean, the time for a rise check was before we pulled in. I was antsy and yapping. At this point, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna use what we're gonna use. This is the end. So
I need a quick bio. I'll be right back.
yeah, it's a good time to quick bio. Yeah.
There's a cutscene. Oh my lord.
Oh yeah.
Priorities, man.
Don't you skip it.
I'm just gonna pee my pants. It's fine.
Yeah, for the health of the raid, I will also go BRP for 2 minutes. Okay, here we go. Alright, so same shell protocol. Stand on the right-hand side of the bridge for shell. You can cross over to the left once you have shell. And, okay, post some diagrams. And I'm just... Yeah, maybe it's a bit premature to say this is a victory lap. I can technically choke the run by leading the raid to their death here. However, I have a pretty good track record of not doing that. Oh shit, right, I'm phase bad. Okay, yeah. I can slot that in. Good. I didn't screw up my holster that bad. Great. Okay. Cool. Man, this is why we didn't have any problem with the invade. You hear all those dings, the mimics going off? It's awesome. So yeah, welcome to the final boss. As we continue receiving shell, I'll just go over some quick explanations. I think Aethera was saying they can take the whole thing. I'll assign a few backup tanks. Like 3 more backup tanks, and then I'll just, if I need tanks to provoke, then call them out by name. Or by number, I mean. Yeah, actually, oh yeah, okay. Let's see. Nunu will be a backup tank. Soul Shock can be a backup tank. Oh, Zek can be a backup. That's probably enough tanks. Yeah, okay, so basically just a primer on the Buster. Basically what Aethera is trying to do is just to ignore all of them using invulnerability. Yeah, the Buster called Cleansing Slash is now a 2-hit tank Buster and Savage. Each hit applies a Doom that needs to be cleansed, applies physical vulnerability, and it also applies Bleed. However, if you zero out the damage, for example, using Super Bolide, then the tank will ignore all three of those debuffs. They can safely take both slashes and continue taking the boss. Yeah, actually a bunch of people currently have Font of Power Excellence slotted. But yeah, you can mimic Triangle. You up that mimic. Yeah. Okay. So right, if we do need to swap the Tank Buster, then it's just a regular tank swap. When Cleansing Slash starts casting, that's when one of our other tanks can provoke the boss. They'll take the second hit of the Tank Buster. The first hit locks in on whoever's targeted at the start of the cast. Oh yeah, at this point, please cross the purple line if you have received shell, and behind the purple line if you still need shell. Yeah. Great. Okay, a couple other mechanics. So if you have light curtains, This is the mechanic for which, or sorry, this is the fight on which they are used. Any additional light curtain. There's a sovereignty bar, encounter bar mechanic. When that reaches 100%, we're going to need to reflect and dispel. So hopefully all of our healers still have dispel slotted. But basically there's a total of 4 buffs. You just need to spam dispel until they're all gone. And also there will be ball lightning around the edge of the arena. You know, once you hear the... If you have BGM on, then there's a very distinct ding sound that happens. Indicates to you that the ball of lightning are about to appear. So that's when you can press your light curtain. And it is a GCD, so just spam it and keep on pressing it until it actually applies. If you do not have light curtains, then you can follow triangle. Otherwise, if you're not reflecting, you can follow triangle. I will make it safe. As underneath one of the ball lightnings and not reflecting, it'll pulse, it'll do lethal damage, it'll kill you. And then if you re-raise and it hasn't been fully reflected yet, it'll pulse and kill you again through your resin. They're very dangerous. In your best interest to either pop the light curtain or follow me. Basically, yeah, scatter and get away from the ball lightning. Last thing I will explain is super chest. So, yeah, this is color mechanic. Queen is going to cast Queen's Edict. Everyone's going to get 2 Movement Edict debuffs. So the Movement Edicts tell you, like it expires, and then you have to walk that number of squares to be safe to satisfy the condition. But essentially, the way this mechanic is resolved is you add up the number of spaces on your Movement Edicts. So there's a number of dots, 2, 3, or 4 on each debuff. You add them together for a total of 5, 6, or 7. And then once you have your total, I will say the starting safe square, or whether your total is 5, 6, or 7. After that, yeah, so for example, column A sounds something like, wall is unsafe, back is safe. 5's on delta, 6 is to the left of 5's, 7's to the left of 6's. So like this, that refers to the tiles. 5's on delta. If your total is 6, then you're to the left of 5's. If your total is 7, then you're to the left of 6's. After that, your first movement edict times out, it activates. At that point in time, you need to march down the safe column, which will also be called. You go towards, for example, the delta column is safe, and then walk down the delta column until you run out of dots. You finish your first movement edict and stop. After that movement edict ends, you get stunned. Queen checks your math. Hopefully you did it correctly. Your second movement edict starts, and you march all the way to the safe square. So if you are standing in the correct starting location, then you will be safe from all of the chess pieces on the outside of the arena doing their bullshit. Yeah. Okay. That is about it. Okay. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. If you're ready, then let's get onto the square between Bravo and Delta. Oh wait, actually, how could I forget? I need Gauge. And also a lot of people need Gauge. Okay, everyone, we're gonna do a funny pull here. So I'll just explain what's gonna happen. So if the boss is pulled outside of the arena, then it's it'll reset after 15 seconds, basically. So during this time, don't use any lost actions, but you do want to build any job resources that you need to open most effectively. This is like, make sure you got the energy drain prepped. On Dragoon, I'm gonna do my high jump stuff, and then like samurai stickers and stuff. Okay. The raid wide will not go off, but make sure that you pull the boss all the way outside of the arena. Okay. Aethera's got it. Just hit it and run all the way outside of the arena, so that the center of the queen's hitbox is behind the purple line. Yeah. So do your job gauge. Yeah, perfect. There. Don't want to be spending any lost actions here, hopefully. Complete safety. Okay. No, 1 is enough. We've memed for long enough. Okay. Next pull will be the real one. Now for real. Get in front of the purple line. Apply your raid food. And we're gonna pull the boss. That's everyone in front of the purple line, so we're gonna start a countdown. yeah, of course, the first thing that's going to happen is a raid wide. We'll just stack together in front of the boss. Okay. Ether Shield, raid wide. Tier 4 casters, heal up your party. Okay, Nautilus has aggro. Okay, then we're coming up on murder chests, right? So this is chest pieces on east-west edge. You're going to walk in first. Their rows and columns are going to be unsafe. Follow triangle here. I will try not to lead us to our doom. Middle column unsafe. 4 column unsafe. This should be a pretty good pattern. We're headed east. Follow triangle. We have uptime. Right, back half of this square. You don't want to be on the front half. I fucked up! Okay, stay where we are, stay where we are. Damn, that hasn't happened in a while. Okay. It's okay, it's only 1 rune stack. It's only 1 rune stack. We can still do it. The uptime was worth it. Let's go. Okay. Okay, Thera has got Blood Rage. Go ahead and enroll that. Only 1 rune stack. Okay, Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Jesus, Queen's at 58%. What the heck? Damn, I could make another mistake like that.
Do it.
Okay, Queen's Edict here, so go ahead and add up your debuffs. Okay, we're headed to the south side of the arena. Back is safe, and wall is safe. 5s on 2, 6s in the corner, 7s on delta, 5s all the way next to the safe square on 2, 6s in the corner, 7s on delta. If your debuffs add to 5, you're between the queen and the safe square. 6s in the corner and 7s on delta. Yeah, and then head over to the Charlie column. Charlie column is safe. Once you run out of dots, stop. You need to be on the Charlie column to be safe. Oh. Okay. Alright, if you bounce, try to pop a re-raiser, and let's end up in the safe square. Oof. Okay, so the raid is going to make a movement here towards the 1 marker. Raid is going to stack up next to the 1 marker. Alright. Stack up tight. Aw. Haste. Okay, whatever. This is a big raid wide here. Ether Shield, raid wide. And burst window. Oh, our Cure 4 is down. Okay. Coming up is Reflect and Dispel mechanic. Dispellers get ready to dispel. Find your Light Curtain as well. And Triangle will be safe if you do not have Light Curtain. Light Curtain, pop your Light Curtain now. And Triangle is... Wow, that's actually a really good pattern. Everyone into the bubble. Get into the bubble. Oh, 3 more buffs. Please dispel the boss. Please dispel the boss. Boss needs to be dispelled. 3 more buffs. Please dispel the boss. Okay. Got it. It wasn't so bad. Coming up is Relentless Flay. This is Queen's Guard mechanics. Again, this is tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning, followed by Show Your Hole. First to the gunner at the northwest, and then to a turret on the wall. East and west edges. Okay, I'm not going to misread this. This time we're actually going east. Dodge notice between glow. Tethers to wind, non-tethers to lightning. We're actually going east this time. Point your hole to the northwest. Point your hole to the northwest. And now to a turret on the wall. Okay. Yeah, Thera is gaming. Tank Buster. Yeah, we're just setting up for the greatest dice of all time here, aren't we? Okay, save your bursts. Okay, there's a downtime mechanic. Relentless Play 2. So hopefully you saved your bursts, cooldowns. And we're going to be knocked perpendicular to the Knight Tether, away from the side that the Queen is slashing. Follow triangle here. What do you got? It's an easy pattern. Pull a triangle, getting knocked towards Bravo-ish. Check tethered clones. Tethered clones swing. Okay. Big safe spot. Go. Don't be in that center row. Here is a burst window. Potion, lost actions, and... Oh no, I didn't tether properly. Okay, Ether Shield, raid wide, mitigate. Okay, coming up is Super Chest 2. And also, okay, yeah, that'll probably be up after Super Chest, so we'll just attempt a quick dice res after Super Chest. Okay, we're headed to the south again. Wall is safe, back is safe. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, and 7's on Delta. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, 7's on Delta. Yeah, great. 5's on Charlie, 6's in the corner, 7's on Delta. This is a much nicer pattern. Before, that's like the curse pattern. 5's be way away from the raid. Okay, Charlie column is safe. Walk down the Charlie column. If you see a line above your head, go back a space. It means you walked too far. Great. Alright, and we're ending in the safe square once again. Alright. So again, Healer Limit Break 3 is charging. Please hold on to it for a second. We are again going to make a movement to the 1 marker. Alright, so Ray is going to stack up next to 1, next to the 1-way mark. This is the final invuln of the fight. High wire! Okay, healers fire the limit break. Alright. And we're going to stack up. Excellent. We're going to continue stack up in front of the boss. I think, yeah, we had a short stack, so that's probably... yeah, okay. Shield Omen here. The Knight's going to jump to us, hopefully. Yeah, pop sprint just in case. Pop sprint here. Small movement to the west, inside the Knight's hitbox. Oh, sorry, not the west, left. Okay, inside the Knight's hitbox. Dodge turrets and get ready to pop curtain. Dodge turrets, get ready to pop curtain. Light curtain. Pop your light curtain now and dispel the boss. And get towards triangle if you're not reflecting. Light curtain. Everyone into the bubble. Oh god, that got a lot of people. It's Carnage. Kill the boss. Alright, nice work dispelling. See, we... Okay, Ether Shield raid wide. See, we didn't even see Relentless play 4. I'm allowed to make one mistake. Okay. A little bit washed. Okay. Yay, we did it! Oh god. Oh god, the bodies. Damn, I got another hand here. Crazy. Yeah, so tanks, after you pick up your loot, now is the time to use Sacrifice. Very cheap raise action.
If you're dead, you gotta wait, yeah.
1 out of 7 LV 300. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, I don't know what was going on at Queen's Guard. I don't know why we were killing the bosses.
Any of the dead healers, do any of the bodies have arises or sacks?
I mean, there's a healer on the ground over here.
Red circle, please. Get a circle, and I'm trying to find the other guy.
We might have some in cutscene. Yeah, so at this point, we're just raising for people to get loot.
Gantrum is up. Okay, who else is new?
I'm new, Zek.
Zach. Okay, where is... Okay, yep, Res 1 and 4, they are the newbies.
Peeps and Far are as well.
Okay, Toku
Parsec.
is new as well. Where is Toku? Can we get a Res on 2 as well? And Starlit. Prioritize the numbers. Prioritize the people with number markers on the head.
Hey,
And,
thank you.
all right, yeah, and our healers were right looking for like lost rise compensation. You can probably meet at least a couple of us for fragment passion after the run here.
Yes, if you have a sack, you can pick up your chest, sack someone, and then quickly leave the instance. You will die with no penalty in Gangos. If you have sack, now is a good time to use those stack of 200s that you never use.
I don't know. I'm able to sell a pretty decent quantity of fragments of loss.
Oh, I got
little
doomed.
bit
So
slow.
now I can leave. I can leave now, right?
Yeah,
Leave now,
just
leave now,
hurry.
leave now before it runs out.
Yeah, grab your chest.
And grab your chest, leave now, and you won't lose any metal when you die outside in Gangos.
Ah, it's so awesome.
I've got a sacrifice as well. You want me to use it on somebody?
Yay, okay.
Press all the bodies. Look at all
Right.
the bodies.
We can take a picture of the back. Quick pic. Also, I didn't count the Chivos. 2, 5, 8.
Oh, the mount. Hell yeah.
15. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you just got your clear, you can pick up your mount from Jonathan in Old Gridania by the waterfall.
Or you can just open your achievement menu and ignore Jonathan. Abandon him.
I want to just say thanks for running these, man, because us new people, we wouldn't be able to do without you. But now, I
Yeah,
feel
that was
confident
awesome.
to come back.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Also-
you so
Thank
much.
you.
I would like
I
to say
mean,
Greedy is now
likewise.
on a 6-straight streak.
Six.
Thank you guys. It was not possible
Yeah.
without every one of you.
Yeah, and I like, reciprocal thanks. Like DRS hosts, like we can't even enter the instance unless we have at least 24 people to run. So just running with new folks, like teaching some of the mechanics and having a good time really improves the experience.
Thank you for hosting.
So-
Someday I will learn.
Yeah, thanks for coming. If this interested you, like if you like the content, like there's gonna be like probably runs every single day up until the Dawn Trail, maybe, hopefully.
Oh, nice.
So good time to just grind out some 4A content.
Thank you again.